So tell me, Sherry, how actually I don't even know the whole story yet. So I want to find out, how did you discover your first cancer, like your first symptoms of the cancer?
Well, last Christmas time, a friend of mine and I were at a training session, and she had just been diagnosed with ovarian cancer.
Okay.
And she was talking about, the pain and the bloating that she had in her abdomen.
Oh.
And she described the pain as like a razor blade. And I said, is it a razor blade going up and down or sideways? She goes, going up and down. And I went, oh my goodness, I had the exact same pain. So, and I had bloating, and I was having trouble breathing, and I was in a lot of pain. So I went to emergency one night, and 4.5 hours later, they had done an X-ray, a CT scan, and then at 1:30 in the morning, they told me, actually Christmas Eve day, they told me that I had ovarian cancer.
Wow, wow.
And then I had a central line installed for chemotherapy, and in January I began chemotherapy, and I had a scan done, a CT scan, and unfortunately it showed in December that the cancer not only was in my ovaries, but it had also spread to fluid that was in my abdomen, which had gone into my lungs, around my heart.
Oh my God.
The cancer was also in my spleen and in the tissues surrounding in my abdomen. So I began an aggressive course of chemotherapy for 6 months. And then I had what's called debulking surgery, where they go in and remove as much of the cancer as they can see. And then after that, I had 3 more courses of chemotherapy. But in January, we spoke about my having cancer, and you recommended that I take the aloe vera juice every day, and the echinacea for my immune system, the propolis, and the lycium. And actually, it wasn't right away. I would think it was a month or 2 after I'd been diagnosed, because I had a really rough time of it. My immune system,
I remember that,
just wouldn't. In fact, they were having trouble giving me chemotherapy because my immune system would not come.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
it was always, and they try to increase your immune system in certain ways.
With drugs.
With drugs, but it didn't work.
No, it didn't work.
Okay, and so what happened then?
Well, I began taking the aloe vera juice every day, which I know helped cleanse and heal my body because of the chemotherapy and the cancer. I know I could feel the goodness of it when I drank it. And then I took my lycium, my propolis, and my echinacea with a golden seal. And interestingly enough, before I started taking that, it took 3 weeks for my immune system to bounce back after 1 chemotherapy. And then when I started taking the echinacea, lycium, and propolis, then my immune system started bouncing back after 1 week.
Wow.
And which is amazing, considering that with each chemotherapy, your immune system gets more and more damaged. So to have had 7 courses of chemotherapy and have your immune system start bouncing back 1 week after the course is
amazing,
unheard of.
Yes,
especially in my case.
Yeah.
So
when you were when you were going through all this chemo and stuff like that, did that remove the cancer? Was that or the combination of the two was the whole package that helped you?
Well, I always believe in conventional medicine, and I believe in alternative therapies combined. I'm a big believer of using whatever tools you have to get better. The chemotherapy and the surgery, while they're very effective, they can't get every single little cancer cell in your body. There's always some hiding here and there. So I believe the aloe vera juice, which goes through your whole body,
Yes.
the lycium and the propolis and the echinacea support for the immune system, which is absolutely crucial. Because as you know, the immune system kills cancer cells every day in your body. That helped get what chemotherapy and surgery
couldn't get. Yeah, it's a fascinating story. So then when you went to check it out again, how your situation was, and then they scanned you again, tested you, tested the tumor markers. How much was your tumor marker when you got a cancer? I believe you said 2,000, was it?
2,249.
Wow. 2,000 is a staggering amount, considering that normal level is only 35.
0 to 35.
Yeah, 0 to 35. So
it's considered normal.
Wow.
So after the chemotherapy and the surgery and taking my aloe vera products for support, I had another CT scan done at the beginning of October and a blood test to test my tumor markers. And the last blood test I had, which was done in September, my tumor markers were 17.
Wow.
And the CT scan on October the 1st showed absolutely no cancer anywhere in my body.
That's an unbelievable story.
It is unbelievable because
Yeah.
they staged me at 3C. And as you know, stage 4 is
Very
basically palliative. You just... But 3C means it's spread in the body, and they don't expect you to survive.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
no.
It's basically almost like 4. It's just one step before.
So to have that and have it show no cancer anywhere is unbelievable.
And are they surprised a little bit, doctors in the hospital?
Yeah, they're always surprised. One, at how well I always look, and how well I do.
Yeah.
And just it's a little bit sad, but my friend, who also was diagnosed at the same time as me, had chemotherapy and surgery, but she had 2 tumors that wouldn't go away. So even though she had chemotherapy and surgery, they couldn't get rid of these 2 tumors. So they told her to basically spend as much time with her family as she can, and that her support will be palliative now. So I'm going to talk to her about taking some aloe vera support.
Yeah, if she could, that would be great.
Yeah, but compare the 2,
exactly.
One with aloe products and one without.
Yeah.
And considering we had very, very similar diagnoses and spread of the disease. So
we don't claim that this cures, but definitely what it does, it helps your body to heal itself. It gives that boost that your body needs. Having being diagnosed with cancer doesn't have to mean a death sentence at all. There's so many things out there.
Cancer is a word, not a sentence.
Exactly. And there's so many supports that we have in the nature, and of course in the regular medicine combined. You have to listen to your heart, I guess, in these situations, and listen to what you feel right is for you. So in your case, it was combination of the 2, and now your aloe products are keeping you healthy. I don't think you should worry about anything now.
No.
That's fabulous.
It's interesting that you said no. It's not a cure, but it's something. As I said, conventional medicine and alternative medicines combined, you use every resource that you have to fight cancer.
Yeah.
Everything. And if you choose your alternative therapies and you take them every day, and then you feel the goodness that goes into your body from it, that in itself sends messages to your body that you're healing.
Exactly. And you feel good from your products.
That's right. And
how different you feel now taking products prior to not taking products? What is the difference?
I was so exhausted. I mean, barely could get out of bed. The first 2 chemotherapies, I couldn't get out of bed. And then I started to take the aloe products to build up my strength and help me fight it. And by the time I got around to my 3rd or 4th, I think the products started to kick in, and I could get up out of bed and start doing things. I felt a lot better, a lot stronger.
And you mentioned something about your hands too.
Oh, yes. That is actually quite remarkable. I got one of the side effects of the chemotherapies I was given, Taxol, causes something that's called peripheral neuropathy. Mm-hmm. And what that means is that the nerves in your hands and your fingers are damaged and they're unable to be repaired. Mm-hmm. So I would wake up in the morning with my hands in such pain. It was the worst pain I'd ever felt. Wow. And my hands all day would be sort of asleep because of the nerve damage. So I started to, and this is, you didn't even tell me to do this. You gave me some aloe lotion as a gift once, and I started to put it on my hands every night when I went to bed. Mm-hmm. And now,
the heat lotion, was it?
No,
just regular aloe lotion.
Just the pure aloe lotion.
Okay.
And I thought, well, it's aloe, and it soaks in, it should start to heal. And now my hands, when I wake up in the morning, they don't hurt anymore. Wow. They're not. These two fingers are still a bit asleep, but most of my hand is back to normal. Wow. Yeah. And it took about a week for it to start working, and I could feel the pain lesser and lesser every day.
Amazing.
Yeah, and after about 2 months now, I wake up with no pain at all. And I do have, still some neuropathy in 2 fingers on each side, but I've got 2 of my fingers back, and my hands, they don't hurt anymore.
That's an awesome story, Sherry. I'm so glad. And you know what? Continue to take products. These products are really so very necessary in our daily lives because we are so targeted with toxins on a daily basis. We have in the water, in the air, in the food, pesticides, herbicides. We have 17 different toxins just in the water alone, in the tap water.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so just targeted on a daily basis, not to mention radiation from all the technology we use, that we go through. So we have to kind of, we have to live. So nobody says don't eat, don't drink, and don't live. But you know what, taking products like that can definitely help. So you know what, I think, you just found your products, continue taking them. And
well, I was so grateful to you because I came to you and I explained everything to you that was going on with my cancer and the testing I was going through. And you, fortunately, had the expertise to know what products I needed and what I needed to help support in my body. Yeah. So I was so lucky to have someone like you, with the expertise and knowledge of the products to help me.
I was more than glad, and I was so happy that you were open to it, that you came and that we talked about it, and you were willing to take it,
Well, how can you not when someone makes you the custom formula just for you?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Sandra.
Oh,
Everything is good.
I'm so happy about that. So
yeah,
wonderful testimonial. Thank you very much, Sherry.
Thank you.